Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Cha Narottam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Dite Nashtaprayeshu Vadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistike. So continuing with the discussion on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, today we're starting new chapter, chapter 16. The Lord's attempt to go to Vrindavan. Golodhyanam Gauramegha Shinkan Swalokanamrite Bhavagni Dagda Janata Viruddha Samajivayat. By the nectar of his personal glance, the cloud known as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu poured water upon the garden of Goradej and revived the people, who were like creepers and plants burning in the forest fire of material existence. Jaya Jaya Gaurachandra, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Lord Nityananda, all glories to Advaita Chandra, and all glories to all the devotees of the Lord. Prabhur Haila Icha Jaita Vrindavana Shuniya Pratap Rudra Haila Vimana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu decided to go to Vrindavan, and Maharaj Pratap Rudra became very morose upon hearing this news. Sarvabhauma Ramananda Ani Doi Jana Duha ke kahen Raja Vinay Vachana. The king therefore called for Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Ramanand Rai, and he spoke the following submissive words to them. Niladri chadi prabhur man anyatra jaite, tomar karaha jatna tahare rakhite. Pratap Rudra Maharaj said, please endeavor to keep Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu here at Jagannath Puri. For now he is thinking of going elsewhere. Taha vinai raja more nahi bhai, gosai rakhite kara nana upai. Without Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this kingdom is not pleasing to me. Therefore, please try to devise some plan to enable the Lord to stay here. Ramananda Sarvabhauma Dui Janasthane Tabe Jukti Kare Prabhu Java Vrindavane. After this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself consulted Ramanand Rai and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, saying, I shall go to Vrindavan. See, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Supreme Lord, he wants to go to Vrindavan, but devotees are devising means so that he doesn't go, he doesn't leave Nilachal. Duhe kahe rath jatra kar darshan, Kartik aile tave kariha gaman. Ramanand Rai and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya requested the Lord to first observe the Rath Yatra festival, and then when the month of Kartik arrived, he could go to Vrindavan. कार्तिक आइला कहे वे महासीता डोला jatra dekhi jao ei bhalarita. However, when the month of Kartik came, they both told the Lord, now it is very cold, especially in Vrindavan, it's very cold. It's better that you wait to see the Dola Yatra festival and then go. That'll be very nice. Aji kali kari uthai vividh upaye, aite sammati na deya vichedra bhaye. In this way, they both presented many impediments, indirectly not granting the Lord permission to go to Vrindavan. They did this because they were afraid of separation from him. Yadyapi Swatantra Prabhu nahe nivarana bhakta ichha vinna Prabhu na kare gamana. Although the Lord is completely independent and no one can check him, he still did not go without the permission of his devotees. Tritiya Vatsare Sava Goder Bhakta Gana Nila Chale Chalite Savar Hailamana. Then for the third year, all the devotees of Bengal wanted to return again to Jagannath Puri. सब मेली गेला अद्वैत आचार्य पाशे, प्रभु देखिते आचार्य चलीला उल्लासे. All the Bengali devotees gathered around Advaita Acharya, and in great jubilation the Acharya departed for Jagannath Puri to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. यद्यपि प्रभु राग्या गोड़ित रही थे, नित्यानंद प्रभु के प्रेम भक्ति प्रकाशित, तथापि चलीला महाप्रभु रे देखी थे, नित्यानंदेर प्रेम चेष्टा के पारे बुझी थे. Although the Lord told Nityanand Prabhu to stay in Bengal and spread ecstatic love of God, Nityanand left to go see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who can understand Nityanand Prabhu's ecstatic love? Acharya Ratna Vidyanidhi Shrivas Ramai, Vasudev Murari Govindadi Tin Bhai, Raghav Pandit Nij Jhali Sajana, Kulina Grami Base Chale Pata Dori Laya. All the devotees of Navdev departed, including Acharya Ratna, Vidyanidhi, Shrivas, Ramai, Vasudev, Murari, Govinda, and his two brothers, and Raghav Pandit, who took bags of assorted foods. The inhabitants of Kulingram, carrying silken ropes, also departed. So as we know, Kulingram inhabitants or devotees, they were asked by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to bring silken ropes for Lord Jagannath's Rath Yatra. खंडवासी नर हरि श्री रघुनंदन, सर्व भक्त चले तार के करे गणन. Narhari and Sri Raghunandan, who were from the village of Sri Khanda, and many of the devotees also departed. Who can count them? Shivananda sen kare ghati samadhan, sabare palan kare sukhilaya jan. Shivananda Sen, who was in charge of the party, made arrangements to clear the tax collecting centers. He took care of all the devotees and happily traveled with them. सबार सर्व कार्य करे देन वासस्थान, Shrivanand jane udiya pathera sandhan. Shivanand Sen took care of all the necessities the devotees required. In particular, he made arrangements for residential quarters and he knew the roads of Odisha. Sevatsar Prabhu dekite sab thakurani, Chalila acharya sange achyuta janani. Achyuta janani. That year, all the devotees' wives, Thakuranis, also went to see Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sita Devi, the mother of Achyutananda, went with Advaita Acharya. Shrivas Pandit Sange Chalila Malini, Shivananda Sange Chale Tahara Grihini. Shrivas Pandit also took his wife, Malini, and the wife of Shivanand Sen also went with her husband. शिवानंदेर बालक नाम चैतन्य दास, तेहो चली आचे प्रभु रे देखिते उल्लास. Chaitanya Das, the son of Shivanand Sen, also jubilantly accompanied them as they went to see the Lord. Acharya Ratna Sange chale tahar grihini, tahar premera katha kahite na jani. The wife of Chandrasekhar, Acharya Ratna, also went. I cannot describe the greatness of Chandrasekhar's love for the Lord. सब ठाकुरानी महाप्रभु के भिक्षा दीते, प्रभुर नाना प्रिय द्रव्य नील घर हाईते. To offer Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu various types of food, all the wives of the great devotees brought from homes various dishes that pleased Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shivananda Sen kare sab samadhan, Ghati ala prabodhi dena sabare vasasthan. As stated, Shivanand Sen made all the arrangements for the party's necessities. In particular, he pacified the men in charge of levying taxes and found resting places for everyone. Bhaksha diya karin sabar sarvatra palane, paramananda jan prabhur darshane. Shivanand Sen also supplied food to all the devotees and took care of them along the way. In this way, feeling great happiness, he went to see Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Jagannath Puri. रेमुनाए आसिया केला गोपीनाथ दर्शन आचार्य करेला ताहा कीर्तन नर्तन. When they all arrived at Remuna, they went to see Lord Gopinath. In the temple there, Advaita Acharya danced and chanted. Nityananda Parichaya Sab Sevaka Sane Bahut Sammana Se Kaila Sevagane. All the priests of the temple had been previously acquainted with Shri Nityananda Prabhu. Therefore, they all came to offer great respects to the Lord. So they knew Nityananda Prabhu for two reasons. One, when Nitai was little, he left home and he went with that sannyasi. And then after sannyasi, he just went on his own and he went to all the holy places of India. And he did come to this place, Remuna. And then when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, Lord Nityananda came with him, and Mahaprabhu was going from Navadvip to Jagannath Puri. And they stayed here at one night, and that is when Nityananda Prabhu told the story of Kheer Chora Gopinath. Sei ratri sab mahanta tahai rahila, bara shira anid age sevak dharila. That night, all the great devotees remained in the temple, and the priests brought 12 parts of condensed milk, which they placed before Lord Nityananda Prabhu. Kheer bandi sabare dilla Prabhu Nityananda, Shir prasad paya sabar vadila ananda. When the condensed milk was placed before Nityananda Prabhu, he distributed the prasadam to everyone, and thus everyone's transcendental bliss increased. Madhapurir katha Gopal stapana, tahare Gopal jaiche magila chandana. They then all discussed the story of Sri Madhavendra Puri's installation of the Gopal deity, and they discussed how Gopal begged sandalwood from him. तार लागी गोपीनाथ क्षीर चूरी कईला Mahaprabhu mukhe age katha shunila. It was Gopinath who stole condensed milk for the sake of Madhavendra Puri. This incident had been previously related by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. Sei katha sabar madhe kahe Nityananda, Shuniya Vaishnava mane badila ananda. The same narration was again related by Lord Nityananda to all the devotees, and their transcendental bliss increased as they heard the story again. The words Mahaprabhu Mukhe from the mouth of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are significant because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu first heard the story of Madhavendra Puri from his spiritual master, Sri Padishwar Puri. After staying at Sri Advaita's house in Shantipur for some time, the Lord narrated the story of Madhavendra Puri to Nityananda Prabhu, Jagannath Prabhu, Damodar Pandit, and Mukundas. When they went to Remuna, to the temple of Gopinath, he described Madhavendra Puri's installation of the Gopal deity, as well as Gopinath's stealing condensed milk. Due to this incident, Lord Gopinath became well known as Kheer Chora, the thief who stole condensed milk. And that kheer over there is really, it's called Amrit Keli. It's really very tasty, nectarian. Ei mata chali chali katak aila, Sakshi Gopal dekhi sabe se din rahila. Walking and walking in this way, the devotees arrived at the city of Katak, where they remained for a day and saw the temple of Sakshi Gopal. Well, that was 500 years ago. Now Sakshi Gopal has moved close to Jagannath Puri. Sakshi Gopaler Katha Kahe Nityananda, Shuniya Vaishnava Mane Badila Ananda. When Nityananda Prabhu described all the activities of Sakshi Gopal, transcendental bliss increased in the minds of all the Vaishnavas. Prabhu ke milite sabar utkantha antare, Shigra kari aila sabe Shri Nila chale. Everyone in the party was very anxious at heart to see Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, they hastily went on to Jagannath Puri. Athar nala ke aila gosai shuniya, dui mala Pathaila Govinda Hathe Diya. When they all arrived at a bridge called Lathar Nala, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, hearing the news of their arrival, sent 2 garlands with Govinda. Dui mala Govinda, dui janne padai, Advaita Avadhuta Gosai, Bada Sukha Paila. Govinda offered the 2 garlands to Advaita Acharya and Nityanand Prabhu, and they both became very happy. Tahai Arambha Kaila Krishna Sankirtan, Nachite Chali, Aila Dui Jana. Indeed, they began chanting the holy name of Krishna on that very spot. And in this way, dancing, Advaita Acharya and Nityanand Prabhu reached Jagannath Puri. Puna Mala Diya Swarupadini Jagana, Agu Badi Pathaila Shachira Nanda. Then for the second time, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent garlands to Swarup Damodar and other personal associates. Thus they went forward, sent by the son of Mother Shachi. Narendra Asiyataha Sabare Milila, Mahaprabhu Dattamala Sabare Padaila. When the devotees from Bengal reached Lake Narendra, or Narendra Sarovar, Swarup Damodar and others met them and offered them the garlands given by Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Simudwara Nikate Aila Shuni Goradaye, Apane Asiya Prabhu Milila Sabhaye. When the devotees finally reached the lion gate, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard the news and personally went to meet them. Sabalaya Kaila Jagannath Darshana, Sabalaya Aila Puna Apana Bhavana. Then Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all his devotees visited Lord Jagannath. Finally, accompanied by them all, he returned to his own residence. Vaninatha Kashimisha Prashada Anila, Swahaste Sabare Prabhu Prashada Khayaila. Vaninath Rai and Kashi Mishra then brought a large quantity of prasada, and Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu distributed it with his own hand and fed them all. Pura Vatsare Jara Jai Vasasthana Taha Sabha Pathaya Karaila Vishram. In the previous year, everyone had his own particular residence, and the same residences were again offered. Thus they all went to take rest. Ei Mata Bhakta Gana Rahi Lachari Mahasa Prabhu Sahita Kare Kirtana Vilasa. For 4 continuous months, all the devotees remained there and enjoyed chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Urvat Rath Jatra Kala Jabe Aila Sabalaya Gundicha Mandira Prakashila. As in the previous year, they all watched the Gundicha temple when the time for Rath Yatra arrived. Kulina Grami Pattadori Jagannath Dina Urvat Rath Agre Nartana Karila. The inhabitants of Kulin Gram delivered silken robes to Lord Jagannath, and as previously, they all danced before the Lord's car. Bahunit Kari Puna Chalila Udyane Vapi Tire Taha Jai Karila Mishrame. After dancing a great deal, they all went to a nearby garden and took rest beside a lake. Radi Ek Viprate Ho Nityananda Das Mahabhagyavan Te Ho Nam Krishna Das. A Brahmin named Krishnadas, who was a resident of Radhadesh and a servant of Lord Nityananda, was a very fortunate person. Ghat bhari prabhurte ho abhishek kaila, tara abhisheke prabhu mahatript haila. It was Krishnadas who filled a great water pot and poured it over the Lord while he was taking his bath. The Lord was greatly satisfied by this. Balagandi Bhogir Brabbahu Prashada Aila Sabha Sange Mahaprabhu Prashada Khaila. The remnants of food offered to the Lord at Balgandi that then arrived in great quantity, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all his devotees ate it. So we read about Balgandi Prashad in the other chapter. पूर्वथ रथ यात्रा कैला दर्शन, हेरा पंचमी यात्रा देखे लाया भक्तगण. As in the previous year, the Lord with all his devotees saw the Rath Yatra festival and the Hera Panchami festival as well. Acharya Gosai Prabhu Kaila Nimantrana, Tara Madhya Kaila Jaiche, Jada Vadishana. Advaita Acharya then extended an invitation to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and there was a great rainstorm connected with that incident. So this was just like Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya asked Mahaprabhu to come over for lunch. So same thing Advaita Acharya did, and I explained that there was a great rainstorm. Vistari Varni Yachin Das Vrindavan Shrivasa Prabhure Tabe Kailani Mantra. All these episodes have been elaborately described by Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur. Then one day Shrivas Thakur extended an invitation to the Lord. The Chaitanya Bhagavat Antya Khanda 9th chapter gives the following description. One day Srila Advaita Acharya, having extended an invitation to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, thought that if the Lord came alone, he would feed him to his great satisfaction. It then so happened that when the other sannyasis were going to Advaita Acharya's house to take lunch, there was a big rainstorm and they could not reach his house. Thus, according to Advaita Acharya's desires, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came alone and accepted the prasadam. Prabhur Priya Vyanjan Sab Randhe Na Malini Bhakti Asi Abhimana Snehete Janani. The Lord's favorite vegetables were cooked by Malini Devi, the wife of Shrivas Thakur. She devotedly considered herself a maidservant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but in affection, she was just like a mother. Acharya Ratna Adi Jat Mukhya Bhakta Gana Madhya Madhya Prabhu Re Karena Nimantrana. All the chief devotees headed by Chandrasekhar Acharya Ratna used to extend invitations to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu periodically. Chaturmase ante puna nityananda laya kiva jukti kare nitya nibrite vasiya. At the end of the 4-month Chaturmasya period, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again consulted with Nityanand Prabhu daily in a solitary place. No one could understand what their consultation was about. Acharya Gosai Prabhu ke kahe thare bthore, Acharya tarja pade ke bujite na pare. Then Srila Advaita Acharya said something to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through gestures and read some poetic passages which no one understood. Tar mukh dekhi hase shachir nandana, angikar jani acharya karena nartana. Seeing the face of Advaita Acharya, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smiled. Understanding that the Lord has accepted the proposal, Acharya Ratna started to dance. Kiba prarthna kiba agya keha na bujhina, alingana kari prabhu tare vidadina. No one knew what Advaita Acharya requested or what the Lord ordered. After embracing the Acharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade him farewell. Nityananda kahe Prabhu shuna Shri Pada, ei ami magi tomi karaha prasad. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then told Nityananda Prabhu, please hear me, O holy man. I now request something of you. Kindly grant my request. Prati varshe nila chale, tumi na shiva, gode rahe more ichha safala kariba. Do not come to Jagannath Puri every year, but stay in Bengal and fulfill my desire. The mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is to spread the only medicine effective in this fallen age of Kali, the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Following the orders of his mother, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was residing at Jagannath Puri and the devotees were coming to see him. However, the Lord felt that this message must be spread very elaborately in Bengal. And in his absence, there was not a second person capable of doing it. Consequently, the Lord requested Nityananda Prabhu to stay there and broadcast the message of Krishna consciousness. The Lord also entrusted a similar preaching responsibility to Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. Nityananda Prabhu was requested not to come every year to Jagannath Puri, although seeing Lord Jagannath greatly benefits everyone. Does this mean that the Lord was refusing Nityananda Prabhu a fortunate opportunity? No. One who is a faithful servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must execute his order, even if one has to sacrifice going to Jagannath Puri to see Lord Jagannath there. In other words, it's a great fortune to carry out Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order than to satisfy one's senses by seeing Lord Jagannath. Also at that time, because everybody was walking from Navadvip to Jagannath Puri, and I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it will, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it would take at least 2 months to get to Jagannath Puri. Definitely 1 month, 1 to 2 months. So 1 to 2 months of walking, and then 4 months of staying, and then again 1 to 2 months of walking back. So that's why it was very long trip. So these days, yes, devotees take a flight 2 hours from Delhi to Bhubaneswar, then again hour and a half to Jagannath Puri. So basically in 1 day, or at most 2 days, they can go and come back. Preaching Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's cult throughout the world is more important than staying in Vrindavan or Jagannath Puri for one's own personal satisfaction. Yes, that's a different point. So preaching definitely is much more important. Spreading Krishna consciousness is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. Therefore, his sincere devotees must carry out his desire. So the devotees of Lord Chaitanya must preach Krishna consciousness in every town and village in the world. That will satisfy the Lord. It's not that one should act whimsically for his own personal satisfaction. This order comes down through the parampara system, and the spiritual master presents these orders to the disciple so that he can spread the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it's a duty of every disciple to carry out the order of bona fide spiritual master and spread Lord Chaitanya's message all over the world. So Mahaprabhu also gave this order to Nityananda Prabhu and to all of us to spread the message, to preach. And yes, we go to Vrindavan, Jagannath Puri to get our batteries charged up, and then come back and preach. That's the whole program. Okay, I guess I can stop here. See anybody has any questions or comments.
प्रभु जी खीर फिर से याद आ गई। खीर फिर से याद आ गई।
Yeah, that is very nice.
Really enjoyed that. वो टेस्ट आता ही नहीं प्रभु जी, यहाँ पे जितना मर्जी बना लो, जैसे मर्जी कर लो।
वो खाने वाला वहाँ है ना।
That's right. प्रभु जी आपने तो बहुत एंजॉय करके खाया, मेरे पास वीडियो भी है।
अब मेरा तो ये नहीं पता ना कब जाऊंगा फिर से। आप लोग तो जा
किसी को भी नहीं पता।
आप भी आ सकते हैं प्रभु जी, ऐसे क्यों पता है? मन बनाने से आ जाएंगे प्रभु जी, ऐसे थोड़ी होता है। आ जाइए।
प्रिया माता जी है तो सही, तो आपको मन बनाना है, प्रोग्राम बनाना, बस कुछ नहीं करना।
चलो, you all have safe and wonderful day. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna.
थैंक यू प्रभु जी, जय श्री प्रभुपाद।